Hey guys, welcome to the HVAC Diaries. This episode of the HVAC Diaries is brought to you by New Calgon. How are you guys this week? Did you have a good week? Can you believe it is the middle of June and I am wearing a sweater? In fact, right now it's around 4 o'clock in the afternoon and it is so dark. Today's been such a miserable day. We are in full force of January, as they call it around here. It's supposed to be summertime. Where is summertime? So for this week's vlog, I'm going to tell you about 2 of our jobs from this week. One of them was a condenser fan replacement on a 15-ton Lennox Rooftop unit. And we also cleaned the coils on both of the 15-ton units on that roof. And then we also replaced a water source heat pump unit inside of a dental surgery clinic. And that was very tricky, but I'll save those for after my little summary. One of our jobs this week was to return to that ice machine at the pub that we were at last week, where we changed the control board and the water inlet valve. And then the ice harvest assist was also giving us issues. So this is the old ice harvest assist that we've pulled out. Basically, it's a little tiny air compressor that shoots air through both of these little outlets and then through that one. This is like a little manifold. And when we pull this little manifold off on the inside, one of the sides is rusty and the other one is not. So we think that's probably why this is why this had a fault. It was because of that little rust bit inside.
So we have our new little air compressor, and when we arrived to the pub, we found that the ice machine was already tripped on full bin because there was one single cube of ice stuck on the evaporator plate. So replacing this part was absolutely necessary. I thought it was not, but now it is.
Alrighty, this is gonna go back here.
So we're just going to get that little tube back on the manifold. And before we do anything else, we're going to clean this machine. So we're going to empty out whatever ice is in there. It was about like a third full before it tripped out on a full bin. And now that that's done, we wait for the first batch of ice with our fingers and toes crossed.
Here it comes. The anticipation is building. Yes, it looks good. Amazing! This week we also looked at another pizza prep cooler. This one just wasn't getting down to temperature, and every time we turned the dial on the thermostat, nothing would happen at all. It was completely unresponsive. So we replaced the thermostat in that prep cooler, and now we are back up and running.
Pull on it. You can feed the capillary through to me.
Yep. Okay, let's put that there. And then I can pull that when you're ready.
Yep, go ahead.
knob. gonna unwind this. Oh, I'm sitting right beside an oven. Holy moly. Whew. We looked at a water source heat pump unit in an office that has been completely renovated. Whoever did the renovation there, I guess the general contractor, they decided to move the thermostat from one side of the wall to the other side, which is kind of strange. But they didn't actually wire it up into the unit. So we just went over there and did the wiring, and we'll probably get a call from that office in a few weeks' time to say, hey, can you relocate it back to its original spot? And of course, we will. I can hear you. We were called to a small local hotel here. They've got a few different meeting rooms, and one of their meeting rooms just is boiling hot in there. I guess the cooling AC just stopped working. So we took a look at that. Oh no. I hope you don't have a nest here. Looks like he does, because he hasn't gone very far.
There's a couple eggs.
Oh no. Sorry, buddy.
And R, nothing.
Oh, it's tripped on our limit switch. Our limit switch.
That limit trips, it turns the washer blower motor off permanently.
What? Why? Oh, just
Because
always.
it's tripped to try and get rid of the heat.
Right, okay.
But has anything changed there now?
Now I do. 23.
What did about the coil? Coil looks clean too.
Yeah, auto, fan running.
He's keeping his distance. I think we're good. All right, I am so impressed with this seagull.
Turn from Stephanie to Ernesto.
Whatever you
Go
say.
back to her nest.
Go back to your nest, baby. We're leaving you. Since when do you speak seagull?
Took some lessons yesterday.
I did have an office day this week to catch up on my administrative stuff and my mid-month bookkeeping. So if you're ready for some HVAC adventures, let's go. So like I said, I've got that 115-ton rooftop unit that I changed a condenser fan motor on. This is the fan I am going for. This one right here. The only one that's spinning. It's the only one that's not working right now. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a photo of that. Stop spinning, holy moly. Lift for me or not? beautiful thing. Stunning. Come on, girl, you got this. I need a better grip. Yes, yes, yes. Gross. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Stop swearing. Stop swearing, girl. You're good. Okay, so now we can get our ground wire in. Here's my little groove. Groovy. You're so groovy.
I also changed the capacitor, but I took no videos of that.
And also cleaned all of the coils.
While I was changing the fan motor, Trevor was cleaning this coil, and then I got to clean the other one.
All right, before I wash this coil here, I'm just gonna try to brush all of this dusty stuff off with my brush before getting it all wet. But it is messy, messy business in here. Ugh. Trevor's bringing me a face mask. Ugh. It's actually kind of cozy. Okay, let's try this. Sometimes it pays to be small. Not all the time, but sometimes it does. Can you tell I was just in that little cob panel? So dirty.
Oh shit, just don't forget to close the top.
Now let's go to that dental surgery clinic and replace the water source heat pump unit there. All right, we've come to replace this water source heat pump unit in this dental office. Those plumbers are just extending the water lines for us to be able to move, have enough space to move, maneuver the unit around. But you guys, is what nightmares are made of. Never, ever, ever like the dentist. Gross. Okay, so now that those water lines have been moved for us, actually let's go up and see what they did. They're so far now. They used to be right here. So now they're not anymore. That's awesome.
All right, so let's do this. I just have to work over that little piece of bulkhead there in the ceiling where the glass wall is being held up. So it's a little bit of a stretch. And I wanted to include this video because I was using one screwdriver to crack all of the screws on the contactor. I got the first two done, but I couldn't get the last one done with this screwdriver. So all I did was I switched screwdrivers to one that is kind of, we call the Old Faithful. It just kind of gets us out of any trouble for like hammering or chiseling or screwdrivering or whatever else. So here is where I'm struggling.
There we go.
See, I just needed the right tool. So we're going to unpack this unit and prepare it for installation. Sometimes we have to change the blower over from one of the sides to the back. And you can see the old unit is cinched right up to the ceiling. There is no wiggle room up there. But we also have run into a couple of other snags. So we've got the maintenance guy here sussing things out with us. So those threaded rods are basically like sandwiching the unit. And our plan was to swing it, which we can't do now because we
You
didn't.
gotta throw the rod like 8 inches from the,
From either side.
well, 8 inches from the end of the unit.
Yeah.
These glass wall panels can move because they're on a track. So these two threaded rods on either side of the unit, it's holding up a frame for the glass wall right underneath it. So we can't cut those threaded rods at all. Well, we're not willing to do that because we don't know what the structure is like underneath it to keep that wall up. We can't really see anything on the other side of these threaded rods. So we called in the general contractor to see if he could figure something out for us. And he just started cutting drywall. We're like, cool. So his idea was to support it from the bottom with a 2x4. And that's exactly what he did for us. This is the next morning. We came back to see what he had done, and this is what he done. He given us a support, and he also cut the threaded rods away for us. So now we have plenty of space because we need to swing this unit around so we can pull it down. All right, so everything is unhooked and disassembled up here. We've got our lift all set up. And it's pretty tricky because we basically have to go under, like over that wall, spin the unit, and then bring it down.
All up against the roof, right?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Moving to the, yep. Lift.
All right, you're free and clear from my side of things.
Okay. Now push it towards me.
Amazing.
Yes, we're pretty happy about this.
All right, the hard part is done. Well, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. There is so much threaded rod up here.
Here we're just transferring the electrical cable from the old unit to the new one, and then installing some new water fittings as well. And we are ready to send her up.
Because this thing should technically have to slide back.
Yeah, that has to slide back. In fact, we should maybe try and slide that back.
The unit is now mounted and free of the lift platform.
Look at the jumble up here.
You're a jumble up here.
You want to come here and say that?
Jambalaya of mess.
These water lines are going to be right in front of this door.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take this door off.
Maybe we should, Jase.
I think now is a good time to do that.
Yeah, let's just do that.
You want to be there? Well, I should be okay with just putting one there, bro, right?
Yeah.
Getting these control cables through there is so tricky. There is so little room to work with. And once getting them through, it was also so tricky to get them into these terminals. Some of them had 2 wires to go in each terminal, and that's how I felt about it.
Unfortunately, like other units that we've done, well, a couple of units that I've complained about, my water lines have to go directly in front of this electrical box, which sucks. This line is going to go right there. So I've taken the door off, but I think getting the panel off in the future is going to be difficult. But we don't have much of a choice because this is where we are. In fact, these water lines were just moved yesterday. Would have been cool if they'd like just moved it out just by another foot or so. But hindsight.
All right, everything in the ceiling has been done, so a bit of a quick cleanup down here, and then we can get this thing started up.
All right, great success. We're all done here, but the motor sounds really loud.
You're in the motor through the coil.
That new unit we just put in, it's got the loudest motor ever. We think maybe something's going on with the bearings or something with it because it is extremely loud, like too loud. And the lady at the dental office there, she comes around, she's like, is it always gonna sound like that? So we're gonna see if we can get a new motor right away in a brand new unit. Well guys, that's all the adventures I have for you this week on this episode of the HVAC Diaries HVAC vlog. Thank you so much for joining me today on this episode, and I look forward to bringing you more HVAC adventures next week. Bye. So today I'm going to explain 2 of a water source heat pump replacement inside of a dental surgery clinic. Dental surgery. All right. When we pulled this thing off, all right, that's not how you do it. When we pulled this little manifold piece off, these 2 pieces go into either side, 1 and 1. When you pull that on, then together they form a little like air grate. That's not helping at all. That's not freaking working. Okie dokie. Stop spinning so fast. Holy moly. Jeez Louise. You're all tucked in there beautifully. Okay. Hey, can I borrow your control screwdriver again, please? I will sort my shit out one day, I'm sorry. You look so annoyed.